All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. While the media is following President Donald Trump around, we have our gay pride, the LGBTQF for flamers. There were on full display. Yes, there's been the question, is Kamala Harris black? And let's go with number 38. Number 38, Donald Trump. Don's tweet was simply him asking if it was true that Kamala Harris was half Indian, because it's not something he had ever heard before. And once he saw that folks were misconstruing the intent of the tweet, he quickly deleted it. So he sent that out. Now, let me tell you something. Donald Trump knew he could not engage Kamala Harris with race. So Don Jr. is going to float some things from time to time. This is just politics, folks. Politics, okay? Number 39. Trump Jr. shares, then deletes tweet questioning Harris's racial identity, okay? Now, Cory Booker, we already read that one for you, okay? Don Jr., here is the tweet, number 59. Is this true? Wow. Okay. Ali Alexander Kamala Harris is not an American black. She is half Indian and half Jamaican. I'm so sick of people robbing American blacks like myself. So she happens to be black. I am so sick of people robbing American blacks like myself, something I just said, of our history. It's disgusting. Now using it for debate time at the Dem debate. Is this true? That's all that happened there, folks. And then we had Cory Booker, right? And Cory Booker. And here's all the ones. Number 54. Here's Joe Biden. They all tweeted out Elizabeth Warren. The attacks against Kamala Harris are racist and ugly, just like the attacks against me when I lied to the American people about it being a Native American. Jay Inslee, Beto O'Rourke. Oh, by the way, this dumbass is campaigning. Just dumbass awards go to these. He's campaigning in Mexico, talking to the people that are seeking asylum. Oh, my God. We'll show you the picture. And there's Pete Buttigieg. Okay, but there's Cory Booker. Now, this past weekend, number 55, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris doesn't have SH asterisk to prove. The biggest concern that Kamala Harris had with SH asterisk this past weekend was stepping in it. I'm serious. Was stepping in it. Let me find it. Number 56. There she is. It's San Francisco. Talking about the tweets. Maybe she might. Were any gays in San Francisco not concerned in stepping in a pile of steaming hot poo-poo? Were they not? Number 56. McFly. There you go. There she is in her gay pride shirt, and she is cheesing because she says, man, I just dodged a steam. And there's number 57. Here's what she's probably doing. She's probably saying, hey, could somebody get the horse poop shovel out so we don't step in anything? Come on already, man. My shoes are $1,000 shoes. I can't be stepping in a steaming hot pile of you-know-what, poo-poo in San Francisco. I'm saying that for a joke. Crazy as hell. Let me show you something. I can only show you a couple, all right? They want you, oh my God, they want you to believe that these pride parades were just so beautiful. 73. Oh, there you go. Bring your kids in and explain this one. You know what? They make a big deal of the attendance of these pride parades because it's the greatest freak show on earth. Greatest freak show on earth. Actually, this pride parade is not in Syria. This pride parade is not in Libya. This pride parade is not in Jordan. It's not in the UAB. This pride parade is not in the liberated Iraq. This pride parade is not in Iran. This pride parade is not in Saudi Arabia, Yemen. There's a lot of places this pride. Oh, the Muslim. Oh, no Muslim countries do you have pictures of the great pride freak show parade. No. Where is Omar? Okay, Representative Omar. I would figure that her inclusiveness, her what we want to say, tolerance of bacon and gays at the same time. She would have been eating a bacon sandwich and riding Grand Marshal in a gay parade in Minnesota somewhere. Even the lady up there in Michigan. I don't know. Here's a couple. I mean, explain this. The greatest freak show. Oh, 74. There you go. Getting your hoochie dance on. These are the nicest ones I can put up. Okay? Greatest freak show on earth, man. They are crazy. They are bat crap crazy, these people. Number 75. Transgenders. Boys. You know what really ticked me off? And I got to figure out something because I didn't like it, okay? Hulu recognized Pride Month with an enormous amount of gay commercials. So either Hulu wanted you and I, and this is what's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, America. They want your children to watch live TV shows, and Pride Month, they want all of this stuff going on. So I don't know if they think I'm gay or what the hell, all right? I mean, they may see my zip code and I'm this close to Blue Ridge. I'm just saying. They do that by zip code. You can make fun of me if you want. I mean, maybe they think, oh, you're right on the edge. You're in Gilmer and Blue Ridge. It's a pretty gay kind of place. But they have makeup commercials for all these boys and stuff. I mean, transgender. They had some girl getting ready, some guy getting ready for a dance, had the makeup, and the dad was embracing the child. And it said Pride Month, trans or something. Holy crap. Holy crap. We have lost it, folks. Did you find a video? Yeah, let's do that one. Let's go back. Now, this is crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Go back. Go ahead.
Stage support a woman's right to an abortion. You all support some version of a government health care option. Would your plan cover abortion, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, it would. I don't believe only in reproductive freedom. I believe in reproductive justice. And, you know, what that means is that just because a woman, or let's also not forget someone in the trans community, a trans female, is poor, doesn't mean they shouldn't have the right to exercise that right to choose. And so I absolutely would cover the right to have an abortion. More than that, everybody in this crowd and watching at home knows that in our country today, a person's right to choose is under assault in places like Missouri, in Alabama, in Georgia. I would appoint judges to the federal bench that understand the precedent of Roe v. Wade and will respect it. And in addition to that, make sure that we fight hard as we transition our healthcare system to one where everybody can get and exercise that right.
Senator Warren, would you?
Okay, folks. He is rising in the polls. Now, the media is asking the President of the United States if he'll tell Vladimir Putin not to meddle in the elections. Julián Castro is rising in the polls. So Chuck Todd has him on Meet the Press this weekend. And go to number 14. Okay? All right? So Chuck Todd is asking Castro about his confrontation with O'Rourke. You see the face Chuck Todd? Chuck should have been saying, Castro, you said one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life. Can you clear it up? Are you that big of a dumbass? I mean, no, nobody has asked this guy, How in the world, number 15, he's on Meet the Press, okay? This is Meet the Press. You said the stupidest thing. You are a total dumbass. I mean, who the hell told you to say trans, men, women, abortion? Who the hell told you to say that? You dumbass. But nope. Didn't happen. I'm going to run through some quick pictures. Don't you just like this, number 21, when you're watching one of these shows to see like Fox News contributor Donna Brazil? Okay, I guess you say, I'm not going to get to the rural hospital. Let's go to this one. I mean, this is just some dumbass moments. How about that? I don't care if you write that on the video. Dumbass moments by Democrats. Face the Nation. This is number 25. Francis is on there because he is tanked. He's gone. He's finished. I told you from day one he was an empty shirt. I told you he was gone from day one. Okay? So he's on there telling you that he's going to go across the border. Yes, he's going to go across the border and campaign to the asylum seekers. You're about one big, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry, folks. Let's go with, see if we can give out any more dumbass awards. I don't want to call this guy a dumbass, okay? He's irrelevant. Number 33. We'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say bad words where former President Jimmy Carter is concerned. But he's a forgotten president. He's irrelevant, okay? So forget about that. He is irrelevant. Here's the polling. Number 36. Most recent polling from 5/9. The most recent polling as of June 27th and 28th. This is after the debate, okay? According to Morning Consult, 2020 Democratic presidential nomination. This is from June 27th and 28th. This is after the debate, after the Kamala Harris, after, you know, Joe's trying to figure out if busing, what the deal was on busing. Joe's still up 33%. Bernie Sanders is at 19. He stayed flat. He did not move. We haven't talked about Sanders. Joe is down 5 points, but he's up with African Americans. Senator Kamala Harris has gone up 6 points to 12. Elizabeth Warren's at 12. Mayor Pete is down. Booker stayed flat. O'Rourke is down again. Yang is flat at 2. I'm going to tell you something, Francis O'Rourke. For the guy that the media turned into a rock star in Texas, because we out here knew all along that you have always been an empty shirt, okay? But the rock star they made you in Texas, all right, that has not translated nationally because they left you in the dust. You should know, Francis, you should see how fast the media will leave a candidate in the dust if it's not playing out. You are equal to Andrew Yang. Nobody knows Andrew Yang. 2%. You're through. Get out of the race. So let me go through a couple more notes that I have. Oh, I don't want to leave this. I made Josh a promise when he saw all the pictures that he actually would use every picture. Let me say two things, okay? Google School, do you know what it is? The 2020, Google launched Google School several years ago. And your county, go look at it, has what they call Google School. Google handed out a bunch of tablets. Google set up a special thing for all teachers to be able to sign into, have their own accounts, students, everything. Google School. And they give you so many email addresses. Actually, on the face of it, you think it looks good. Now, we noticed, here's what Google knew several years ago. You take over the schools, you got it. You see, I've always said if you want to take the country back, you take over the schools. But that is not attractive. That is not something you want to see. That is nothing, that's not exciting. Not at all. But I always said, if you want to take the country back, you take back the schools. Guess who knew that? All along. The left. They took over the schools. Look at your media departments. Look at all the big grants, where the big grants came from in your media departments. Go to all your schools in America and look at the big grants and where they came from, and all the strings tied to the grants. So you can go and say, my God, this high school's got, thousands of dollars of the fanciest cameras you've ever seen and production equipment. See where they got the money. See what the rules are on it. See what they're teaching the kids in their media department. That's number one. Number two, check out Google School. If you think Project Veritas, oh, no. You think they uncovered what Google is doing to manipulate the 2020 election? Go see what Google School is doing to manipulate the future of this entire world. That's not a joke. And last but not least, free college tuition. Have you ever heard the first candidate stand on the stage and talk about how we've turned these universities into massive cities? South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame, okay? Mayor Pete. Look at UGA. Look at University of Tennessee. We have turned our cities, these massive universities. There are professors, 6 figures, never teach a class. There's enormous multi-million-dollar buildings for school after school after school that are irrelevant, are not needed. But we have turned major cities, these universities, not into schools. They are cities within themselves. Go look at it. That's why when you talk about, nobody ever talks about repaying college loans. Nobody ever talks about it. Kid ought to go to college for a couple $1,000s a semester and be done. $1,000, $2,000 a year and be done. Take some classes and be over with. No, not in these enormous government cities that we created in schools that are so blown up. There's no way. Nobody talks about it. Look at those things right there and then come back and tell me, Josh, I got to find a picture. I know it's 9:50 because it's time. It is time for Lauren Hunter's show, which is instant replay on Team FYN Sports. There was one more picture, and I know what you're going to say. Well, you didn't keep your word. Well, I'm just going to have to admit in public. Oh, I want to go to number 50. This is what they want you to believe happened at the Pride Parade. Okay? World Pride, thousands in New York City. All right? Here's what they want you to think happened is these nice people went through the city with balloons, and it was so cute and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go with this. Number 67. Trump defends Saudi crown prince in case of murdered journalist. Go play the video today. Ran out of time of the journalist in Washington that was beat up. Camera equipment stolen by Antifa. Go look at that. Shut the hell up about Khashoggi. Okay? Go look. I got to close with this. Go look at Antifa. I think it's Washington State, attacks journalist, beats him, and steals his camera equipment, and he has to wait there for an ambulance and police to arrive. How about that? Where's the defense of that journalist today? I'm your host, BKP. I only get 2 hours a day, and wait a minute, Lauren Hunter, instant replay, I have to go to my second job. Things are getting tight around here. They get tight. I got to go to my second job. Can you see that? U.S. Border Patrol. That's what I'm doing on the side. When I get done, I got to run down. Hey, what's his name? Francis is over across the border. I got to go down there and help. U.S. Border Patrol. You got it right here. That's my second job of the day. Stay tuned. Go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Instant Replay with Lauren Hunter coming right up at 10:10 this morning. I'll be back tomorrow.